Hello, welcome back to the weekly dance tutorial. Today we're going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and what are these things? Robotic isolation. Boom. So what is robotic isolation? It's exactly what it sounds like. You're doing the robot and you're isolating your body parts. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so robotic isolation. At first it looks like I'm just doing the robot, but the thought process behind the robot movements is all isolated movements. So it's like, for example, like you saw how I was doing some head isolation. Like it's very minor, but it's a part of like the robotic character, right? Instead of just going, like this, like the old school robot, it's more focused on the little things, and it's more focused on one part at a time, and maybe combining two different parts, isolating at the same time, or whatever it is. The point is, you're doing the robot, but you're focused on isolated movements. So with isolation, you already know what parts you can or cannot isolate. And the most common part that people isolate is the head and the chest. Okay, so you will see a lot of this, right, when people do it. But you can totally isolate without having to do any robotics, right? And it'll just look a lot different. Like the texture will look different. But to put a robotic spin on it, you add the dime stops, the shaky hits, and you add the control. Okay, I mean, isolation, it can be controlled, and once you add like the textures of like the robotic movement, which is like the dime stops and like the shakiness and the heaviness, it'll start to give it more character. So the first step is pick a move that you want to do. Like for example, you can work either from a robotic standpoint or from an isolation standpoint. Let's just go with the robot. Okay, so we're a robot and we're dancing, we're doing our thing, and then all of a sudden we go, okay, there's something over there that I want to look at. Let's start with the head and go like that. Okay, we're gonna go out, so we're isolating the head from the chest area. We're going out and then we're turning. Okay, but you want to go slowly and then snap into the position that you're stopping at. So okay, and all I'm doing is I'm giving it a little shake so that it looks like it's heavy. Okay, so like that. So shake, and then from here, this is already isolated. You can continue the isolation by going like that. So all I'm doing now is moving the rest of my chest to follow that path. So it's going and then this is going like that. Okay, so those are the isolated moves, but the way you're gonna do it is robotically. Okay, so you're roboting whatever, right? And then once you get to here, you want to go okay, one more time slowly. Robot, turn, and then this part, and then see, it kind of helps to make sound effects when you're not doing it with music. But if you have music, go with the music. It would be more of like 1 2 3 4, or it could be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So the timing is very important, because if you space out the timing and you make it an even number, right? Not like a random pattern. If you make it like an even number, it's very easy to read what's happening. So for example, if you just do it at a constant speed of 1 2 3 4, So you make a pattern and you're making it very consistent, it'll be easier to read. But obviously once you master all of that down and you can nail the timing, you can go out and do different patterns like you can try different patterns. But I suggest if you're just practicing this for the first time to go with simple, really easy to follow patterns. So just so that you could practice the stops, the dime stops, the shaky hits, all of that, and the consistent speed of a robot, because sometimes like when you robot, the speed matters a lot. Like you don't always have to move it at a normal pace as you normally would with dancing. You can definitely go a lot slower, and it's okay to go slow because then you're gonna be able to be more patient, and then you're gonna be able to nail the hits how you want just by going slower. Like being able to travel here to here at a slower distance allows you to think about what moves you want to do next and what isolations you want to try. Okay, so yeah, try out different moves. Remember, first pick the moves you want to isolate, pick the parts you want to isolate, add the robot flavor, or vice versa, do the robot and then think about what robot parts you want to isolate after. So whatever you're more comfortable with, just try both ways, see what works for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me at ken.robotics, and I will see you next time. Peace.